everyone, and welcome back to the TPS smoke signal. As you know, the TPS smoke signal is a messenger that we send out to our parents weekly, but we've changed it into a digital format. And so now you can see digital messages from our teachers as well as our partners at Tuskegee Public School. But before we get started, we'd like to acknowledge a very special person, Miss Mitchell. She's our administrative assistant at Tuskegee Public School, so we'd like to recognize her for Administrative Assistance Week. Thank you so much, Miss Mitchell, for all of your hard work. You are definitely the glue that holds us together, and we couldn't get a lot of stuff done without you. Before we get started, we like to make sure we have the right mindset before we head inside. So let's look at a video message from Ms. Cox, our counselor, about the 7 mindsets. Let's go.
It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. And it's from Mackenzie Cox. And that's why I want to be a nurse.
Good morning, TPS. This is Ms. Cox, your counselor. I am so excited to be sharing this video with you all. First, I want to tell you I miss you so much. But during this time with COVID-19, I want you all to be safe and know that we are here for you. Now, you heard Mackenzie do the 7 mindset this morning. And it says it takes courage to become who you really are. So with that being said, I challenge you. I want you to write me 1 paragraph about what you want to become in life and tell me why. And I want you to send it to my email. Now, my email address, boys and girls, is Johnson, JOHNSON, the letter T, at maconk12.org. Now, I want a lot of emails to come in to me. Now, you know you're not in my office, so I can get you to sign in to let me know that you've done it. So with that being said, please send me your emails. If you have your friends and they don't have access to this video, please give them that email address, johnsont at maconk12.org, so they'll be able to send me their paragraph about what they want to become in life, because it takes courage. And during this time, it takes a lot of courage, boys and girls. I know we're doing things out of the norm, but I have faith, and I know that you're going to do your best because you always do. I love you. I miss you. And please don't forget to send me those emails. Thank you.
You've been working real hard on the Sellers Achievement, and students, we appreciate all of your work. So we'd like to recognize those 4th, 5th, and 6th grade students, and some special shout outs to those students who have been doing an excellent job on Sellers. Thank you so much, and keep up the hard work. 4th grade Sellers Achievement, Diamond Ferguson in Reading and Language, Trevante Downing in Social Studies, Elijah Scott in Math, Kaylin Metcalf in Science, Jazaria Whitfield in Reading and Language, Jakiria Hardy in Social Studies, Jana Murray in Math, and Danny Williams in Science. Congratulations, 4th grade. Keep up the good work. 5th grade Sellers Achievement, Science, Amaya Cowan, Cadence Brown, Antonio Tate, Jakira Bentley, Jacoby Caldwell, John Quavius Carter, Marquesha Harris, Jawarren Hutchison, and Kinsley Hall. In Social Studies, Jakayla Grant, Aaron Lane, Jalea Tate, John Quavius Carter, Carlos Downing, Cameron Tatum, Brianna Morris Smith, Marquesha Harris, and Courtney Harris. In Math, Shakira Bailey and Jadarius Swanson, and in Science, Ladell Towns and Kendall Moore. In Reading and Language, Kaylee Frank, Jalindria Malisham, Jaden Mapson, Ethan Watkins, Jaden Mapson, Camille Hoffman, Deasia Pritchett, Shakira Bentley, Cameron Frank, Javian Jackson, Miasia Cox, and Samarian Osborne. And in Reading and Language, Johanna Morris, Courtney Hawkins, Jalen Scott, Aaron Lane, Jalea Tate, Antonio Tate, John Quavius Carter, Jakiria Bentley, and Carlos Downing. In 6th grade, Sellers Achievement. In Math, Carlos Pritchard. Science, Asia Alexander and Kavan Walton. Social Studies, Asia Alexander, and Reading and Language, Marquez Daniels and Asia Alexander. Congratulations, 5th and 6th grade students, on your SELUS achievement. We also like to give special recognition and a SELUS achievement to Maya Daniels, Kentrell Williams, Antonio Tate, Michael Lane, and Keith Daniels. And we like to give our special SELUS achievement recognition to Angela Daniels, Aaliyah Phillips, and Zion Jackson. Keep up the good work. And again, congratulations to those students who are working so hard in SELUS.
To TPS family and plus the TPS 6th graders, teachers, I just want to say thank you for believing in me and helping me achieve my goal and helping me with my work. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to Ms. T. Williams, the principal, assistant principal, and my teachers. I really appreciate that.
For you thinkers and tinkers out there, Ms. Welch has the perfect science project for you to do. Take a look, get your materials, and if you get a chance, videotape yourself and send it in to hookst@makingk12.org so we can post it on the next smoke signal.
Hey you guys, come join me in the comfort of your own home in building a fun STEM science project, a recycling machine. Let's get started. Here are the materials you need. Wrap duct tape around the end of your paper towel roll. Snip the edges to make sure it will stick to your cardboard. Place duct tape on 2 of your craft sticks. Your craft sticks will be used to support a ramp that you will use for your items to slide down. Cut your water bottle in half. Use the top portion for your magnets. Now the top portion is going to be supported by 2 things: the tape and the bottom portion of that water bottle. Just like that. All right, now we're ready. Okay, let's see how this works. I see our paper clips are caught by the magnets and our paper has fallen to the bottom. Great.
You can never get enough of ST Math. Ms. Haygood has put together an excellent presentation going over a math skill. Also, she's recognizing some students who have completed the ST Math program. Let's take a look.
Hello, TPS family. I am Ms. Haygood, your ST Math instructor. I am going to give you a brief overview on how to use ST Math at home. Then I will give you a short lesson on how to perform the order of operations. To conclude my presentation, I will highlight some ST Math superstars. ST Math can be accessed through computers and various tablets. To access their assignments, click on the Homework button, enter your password, choose a path to play, begin playing, now play the grade. This parent letter was sent to you in Class Dojo and Remind. It emphasizes the importance of letting your child complete their own assignments. Here are some helpful facilitating questions to ask your child if he or she is struggling. This promotes problem solving instead of giving them the answer. Now I will teach you the order of operations. The acronym for the order of operations is PEMDAS. The acronym is sometimes recited as please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. First, do what's in the parentheses. Then do the exponents. Next, multiply and or divide. Remember, perform all multiplication and division from left to right. Last, add and or subtract. And remember, perform all addition and subtraction from left to right. Let's get started. This problem is demonstrating me the order of operations. The problem is 12 divided by 5 times 2 minus 4. So we're going in order from left to right. Remember, you always do parentheses and exponents first. So first, I will start with the parentheses. I move the parentheses up. Now I see one multiplication sign and one minus sign. Since multiplication comes first, I will bring up the multiplication sign. And 5 times 2 equals 10. Next, I will bring up the minus sign because we are still working inside the parentheses. So 10 minus 4 is 6. Last, the only sign left is a division sign. So I will bring up the division sign. And 12 divided by 6 equals 2. And my answer is 2. Now let's showcase some ST Math superstars who completed 100% of their personalized path. some additional resource videos on the order of operations. Hope this lesson was helpful in showing you how to do the order of operations. See you next time. Be safe.
Are you dressed for success? Would you wear this to an interview? I don't know. But Miss Sullen is going to make sure that we know how to dress for success. Let's look at making Mondays meaningful with Miss Sullen.
Hello out there. I am Janet Sullen, and welcome to episode 2 of Making Mondays Meaningful, brought to you by the Language, Arts, and Science Connection. I hope you enjoyed our last episode on gardening and that you have begun planting so that you can compete in the Growing Minds Youth Garden Competition, which is coming up in a few months. This week, we are presenting how to dress for success. What does it mean to dress for success? Dress for success is the modern equivalent of clothes maketh the man. That is, it articulates the belief that what you wear matters in everyday life. Today, impression management has become a part of mainstream popular psychology and management and business studies, with dress for success as a central plank of both. What does all of that mean? Simply this: you are often judged by how you look, your clothes, your hair, your shoes, and your makeup. Why is it important to dress for success? The major reason why dressing properly is important for every occasion is that it presents a visual image and sends a message about you. If you're making a presentation before a group, if you're going to an interview or applying for a job, you should want to dress for success and look your best. What are some tips to dress for success? The first tip for dressing for success is to remember your ABCs, meaning always be conservative. Make sure that your clothing is clean, pressed, and not too tight. Wear conservative shoes, not shoes like these. Make sure your shoes are clean and polished. Choose accessories or jewelry that complements your clothing rather than distracts from it. This kind of jewelry is too much. Remove your facial and body piercings. Cover any visible tattoos to avoid distractions. What is the best color to wear? Well, according to 2,099 hiring managers and human resource professionals who participated in Career Builder's recently published survey, blue and black are the best colors to wear to make a good impression. What is the worst one? Orange is the worst. Now let's look at what not to wear. We don't want to wear sneakers. We don't want to wear flip-flops, wrinkled clothes, heels that clank, low waist or sagging pants, jingly jewelry. We don't want dirty bra straps to show, and we don't want to wear hoodies. Do you have a dress code at your school? And have you ever wondered why? The purpose of a dress code is to provide guidance to students and parents as to appropriate attire for school and at any school function. In addition, the dress code is a primary means of helping students learn a skill, which is required for success in getting and keeping a job, which may be linked to how you dress. Now let's take a short quiz and see what you have learned. You're going to look at these few examples and decide which attire is appropriate for an interview or a formal presentation. I hope you had fun, and I hope you did a good job. I know you did. Remember the ABCs of dressing for success. Always be conservative. Now, I have an assignment for you. I want you to get a poster or a large sheet of paper, some magazines or newspapers, glue, scissors, and some markers. Think about what you have learned today and cut out pictures of persons who are dressed correctly. To go to an interview, to go to a game, and to go to class. Now, try to find at least 3 examples of each. Label them. Take your picture and send it to me at jsullen@tuskegee.edu. That's JSULLEN @Tuskegee, TUSKEGEE.edu. All small letters. Please send that to me by May 1st, 2020. This has been brought to you by Language Arts and Science Connections. And remember, stay safe, have fun, and stay informed.
I thought I'd come outside to the playground because I know a lot of you missed this spot right here. But Coach Green has another PE challenge for you. Let's see if you can do this. If you can, send it to me at hookst@makingk12.org so we can post it on the next smoke signal.
Hey, do not let the weather prevent you from working out.
Get up and let's work out.
Got a math concept stressing you out? Let Ms. Holston help you out. Let's take a look at Ms. Holston's lesson on balancing equations.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're learning about solving one-step equations. Stay tuned. First problem, 3 plus a equals negative 12. Since we don't know what a is, we need to subtract to isolate this a by itself. Take 3 from this side and put it to this side. Now these 3's are going to cancel out. Bring down your a. And now we have a negative 12 minus 3. So we would add these two because they're like signs and we would keep the sign. Negative 15. Next problem. B minus 25 equals 63. The problem is asking us to subtract, but we don't know what B is. So in order to perform this operation, we will need to do the opposite. So let's add 25 to both sides. Now this negative 25 and positive 25 will cancel out. Bring your variable down, and now we can add 63 plus 25 equals 88. Now when you have a letter and a number or a variable and a coefficient side by side, that's considered multiplication. So in order to undo multiplication, we would divide. So we're going to divide by 8 and divide by 8. These 8's cancel out. Now we have x equals negative 2. A negative 16 divided by a positive 8 gives us a negative 2. Finally, we have y divided by negative 5 equals 10. Since we don't know what y is, we need to undo division by multiplying both sides by negative 5. Since this is a whole number, I'm going to place it over 1 so that I know that I have a numerator and denominator here, just as I have a numerator and a denominator here. Now my negative 5s cancel out, and I am left with y equals negative 50. Thanks for watching Ms. Holston's tutorials.
We always have a moment from Miss Hayden. Take a look. Let's listen to what our media specialist has for us this week.
So, this staying at home business has gotten me extremely tired of watching TV, so I decided to read a book. What better book to find than on Capstone? Because guess what? It reads to you. While searching for a book, I found this cool book here. This book takes a fun look at animals by asking and answering quirky yet thought-provoking questions. Even though it's a recreational read, it offers a wealth of information and bizarre facts about animals that I'm sure that you will find captivating. Visit the library's newsletter to check out this cool read. Ace, say hi. This week, my question of the week will come from this book. The question is, if crocodiles don't cry because they're sad, why do they cry? You can find the answer by reading the book, Could a Walrus Play the Saxophone? The first 3 students to submit the correct answers in the Google Docs form will receive a free item from the virtual book fair. Can't wait to see your answers. You can check out this book as well as other books in this series by heading over to Mrs. Hayden's Sweet Corner. When you get to the page, simply scroll down to the books where we have many reading resources. We have Mackinville, Epic, Mayan, and then I have another set with Capstone, Pebble Go Next, and Pebble Go. All username and passwords for these 3 will be located right above. Click on Capstone and it will take you directly to the page. Once to the Capstone page, click on Log In. You will need to log in with Capstone. Here you will enter the username and password that was featured on the library newsletter page. You will then be routed to the home screen for Capstone Interactive. Here you can choose from hundreds and thousands of books for whatever topic you like. On the home screen, you can search for any book titles that you would like to view. Simply choose the search for books and type in the title of the book you're looking for. Here you can see all the titles from this series. Once you've selected the book that you would like to read, simply click Play Book.
Could a Walrus Play the Saxophone? And Other Questions About Animals by Paul Mason. Could a walrus play the saxophone? If you visited the zoo in Istanbul, Turkey, you might think the answer was yes. Sarah the walrus appears with her saxophone and puts it in her mouth. The music quickly starts. Sadly, walruses are not equipped to play the saxophone in real life. Sarah is just miming. The music actually comes from a sound system. Big flippers plus tiny buttons equal impossible to play notes.
Hi TPS family, this is your last week to get in your orders for the virtual book fair. The book fair will end on Friday. Again.
All right, everybody, that's the end of the smoke signal for this week. But next week, we'll have something else for you. Next week, we're going to honor all of our 4th, 5th, and 6th grade students that made the A and AB honor roll, as well as those that are receiving special recognition. So stay tuned next week. If you want to put a shout out or give a shout out message to the school, your teachers, or your friends, please send it in to hookst@makingk12.org, and I will put it on the smoke signal for all your friends and for everybody to see, or your family to see. If you want to send some shout outs somewhere else, you can tell them to tune in to WTPS News, or they can look on the Facebook page and get the link, and they can check out the smoke signal. So until then, it's time to go. Bye-bye. And remember, TPS is the best.